Okay, so we have started. Let's start the session. Can everyone turn on their video? Thank you. Okay. So how was the activity for metaphors and clean language? Good. Any observations, any understanding? So I think Ituki has joined. So Ituki, welcome. And Tohida, are you there? Welcome. Tohida, are you there? Shorna, come back. Okay. So how did it help anyone this session, or just help to understand the process, or did it help anyone in any way? Yes, no, maybe, very good. It helped. Okay. What way did it help you, Venkatramu? What way did it help you?
So this method of questioning, sir.
The method of questioning.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the method of questioning?
So whatever they say, right, repeating the same thing and getting to more information by asking, using the same words and trying to get deeper answers, and also to understand where they want to go, and try to take the direction discussion towards that, and what kind of challenges they are seeing now.
Okay. So if I ask Agamuni, what what did you understand about? So how does repeating the words of the client help? So what is so special about repeating the words? So when suppose Abhishek said that forgiving, removing negativity, and gratitude, and I repeated it. Repeated. When I repeated, what is the advantage of that? Why? What is so special about it? Wanted or he wanted to know how to actually. What is the advantage of this? Why? Why repetition of language helps? Anyone? Repetition of language
So
as it encoded within him
uh,
by auditory system, he again give a second thought on that particular situation. Yes. Second is the metapositionally. Can you make it very simple, Papi, instead of getting into so many jargons?
sir, can we say like it is a kind of rap?
One more request to all of you: become NLPers, right? It is okay. As NLPers, make it very simple for people to understand. That helps. So if you have to rephrase Papri, how would you rephrase? When I'm repeating his words, he is
coming to listen, he is giving a second thought on that.
Okay.
He is getting a chance to think on the same situation.
Okay.
In other dimension.
Correct. So make it simple. This time, when you make it simple, you don't get confused.
Specific internal representation.
Got it? That's good. Very good. Huh? Specific internal representation. I love that.
Yes.
Venkataramu, you were saying something.
Okay, I thought it is a rapport building by saying the same words.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Rapport building. First of all, more than rapport, I think I would use the word trust.
Trust.
And I would also, okay, I will stop here. What else? But good, Venkataramu, and good, Papri. And you said something.
Specific internal representation.
What do you mean by that? On whose part?
On the coach's part.
How?
You will be able to. You will be very clear about what you have said and what we have to.
Okay.
Being better.
Okay.
Being a prompt.
Okay. So what do you think a coach's skill is required to be in using clean language? What is a special skill that a coach should hold for himself? What is that special skill? Motivation. Skill. Motivation.
Constructive analysis.
Constructive analyzing. Listen to my question. Again, I'm telling you, may keep it very simple. Keep it very simple. One of the skills that is required by the person using clean language questions is dash. What?
Listening.
Excellent, Brahma. I would add one more word to it, active listening.
Active.
Active listening is something which would really help the coachee and the coach to get into a trust situation. Imagine Abhishek using the word removing negativity, and I am repeating the word not getting negative or not feeling negative. If I use the word parrot like a parrot, his mind now understands that the other person is listening to him and is now willing to open up even more. These are skills. These are skills. So after this 7 days practitioners, what is that 3 skills I would expect all of you to have? One of them is calibration. Second is definitely active listening. Very, very important. Okay, great. So did anyone have any shift in them through this process? Did anyone have any shift in them through this process? Karna, Agomoni, Pravina, did you have any shift? It's okay not to have. It's fine. Because of course it requires patience and skill to use this. Okay, fair. So what are the questions? Anjana might be trying. I'll take. So developing questions. I will write the questions now. This is how I learn. Developing questions is tell me more. Is there anything else than this X? So Abhishek mentioned life is a struggle. Now I need to know what is struggle for him, because what is struggle for him and what is the same struggle is not struggle for me. My struggle would be different. So is there anything else than this struggle? So he says, I said, tell him more. Struggle is dash. Is there anything else about this struggle? It's a follow-up question to tell me more. Where is this struggle? What kind of struggle is this struggle? These are the developing questions. To develop. Now just think, you say, I'm not happy. Tell me more about. Not, you are not happy. Tell me more. Is there, so once he says that, is there anything else about it? So what you are doing, he finishes there. Is there anything else about it is extending a pause. So what do you do when someone speaks and you keep quiet? Someone has to break the silence. So there is something which I will also cover coaching to some extent. I will explain to you the use of pause in coaching and counseling and even in conversations. Right? So what kind of struggle is this struggle? Right? So these are developing questions. What are sequence questions?
What is
Yes. So sequence means before, after, in between. These are sequence. So when you talk of this, what happens when you talk of this struggle? What happens just before you struggle? Or what happens just before there is struggle? What happens in between this struggle? So suppose there is something that they say that in this struggle, I go through the pain. You go through the pain, and what happens just before you have the pain? When they think. What happens when you are in between the pain? What happens just after? These are sequence questions. Developing questions, sequence questions. I'll come to the intent questions or intention questions. I will tell you of an incident. And this lady is from our tribune. He said that, Dada, I want to have a session with you. I said, okay. What is the problem? During these sessions, she says, during the sessions, I get very angry. I said, okay, tell me more about it. She said, and I asked her, fantastic, what happens just before you get angry? And her reaction was like this. I got my answer. I got my answer. She said like this. The session ended in 7 minutes. The session ended in 7 minutes. She's from the train. I got the money in 7 minutes. Very simple. You never know who is stuck where. And this has become my habit, I'm sorry. I mean, you might be seeing that I might be objecting in between. I resist certain people. I become very non-judgmental. And when I hear people talking about other people, there is some resistance in it. Right? Because if you are judgmental in a coaching session or in a client session or in a patient session, then probably you need counseling. Very simple. That's my belief. Right? And that session finished. I said, what happened? I said, then she said, told me something that she has found the reason of why she gets angry. And once you have spotted, you have spotted. And, right? And when she sat for that session, so both of us know each other for a long time. We sat for that session. And if I would have been judgmental, I would have said, she's always like that. Now, when she came with that problem, and I was wanting her to get the answer because I wanted to, I apply techniques, different techniques to different people and see what is it. Although it's not my responsibility to help the coachee to get the answer, that's not mine. That's very simple. Right? It's not the coach's responsibility to get the answer for the coach. And this was the breakthrough in 7 minutes. Right? Great. So let me get into intent question. And any questions in between you can always ask.
As you told that it's not the responsibility of coach
Yeah.
to get the answer for her.
Yes.
So before the session, who coach give that points that these are the
They should.
they should.
They should.
That I'm not responsible. You have to get
No, I will not say that. I'm not responsible. No.
What is
I don't. The client has come. Please understand this. The client has come with a problem. He's always in a problem, and I tell him it's not my responsibility to
no,
find
not
answer.
putting idea. I'm telling you
I
what
cannot.
is the
No. Never. And also in some techniques, Molly is not important to build rapport. So in metaphors of movement, eye movement therapy. In fact, in eye movement therapy, it's better not to build rapport. But anyways, we are diverting. But no, we don't say that. But it is for the coaches. If the coach. So what happens? Let me discuss this for 2 minutes, but let me finish the intent question. So intent question is, he starts with and the clean question, why did I start working with Abhishek, not with anyone? Because everyone had a very goody metaphor. Abhishek had a metaphor, which I thought is not very resourceful. That's why I worked with it. You can work with resourceful metaphors also, but what for? Just for practicing it is okay. The objective here was to help him understand what is this struggle and how best can he deal with this struggle, right? So that it is helpful. But if you ask me, it is my responsibility. No, it's not my responsibility. I know there are people, especially in relationship cases, issues. There was a lady who came to me and said, Dada, I want your help. I said, Bolo, I have got this session tomorrow. I want this husband and wife to be together, but I think they will break. What should I do? Right? I told her, you are a coach, you are not a commission agent. You have no responsibility of holding them together. Who are you? Who are you to hold them together? Is it your need or is it their need? And I will cover, tomorrow I will cover a cycle, Gestalt cycle, where I will exactly tell you, Gestalt means nothing, Gestalt means the whole. And then it's a different subject. I'll not teach that, I'll talk to you about Gestalt cycle. I will cover it in the second part because it's a very, very important understanding. Coaches, counselors, they feel bad. When, of course, feeling bad is stika, you must feel bad. But when the thought of the coachee is transferred, if there is a counter transference, it's bad. You're dealing with 20 coaches, and everyone leaves that that particular residue in you. What will happen to your thoughts? What will happen to your emotion? Papri, if you remember, I had asked you, I don't want you to do this session with a particular client because you said, you mentioned something, and I said, then you should not do. Do not, coach is not the rescuer. If the coach is rescuing, that coach is doing more harm than benefit. You're thinking you're doing a great job, you're not. You're committing a sin. Okay, intent question. So I'm struggling. Example. What would you want instead? Is an intent question. What would you want instead? What needs to happen for you to succeed? Don't write succeed. What needs for you for this X to happen? These are some of the intent questions. What needs for you for this to happen? What needs to happen? What needs for you for this to happen? What needs to happen for you? I need to be more this for this to happen. And then people will say, I don't. People will say, I don't know. I don't know. These are avoidance. What is I don't know? If someone says, I don't know, I will discuss this. So, Papi, just write down. If someone says, I don't know, what is it? I will discuss this. Clear? Is this clear? So, Ituki, Ranjana, this is what we are covering as the clean language questions. So, clean language is a way which is formula, which was the originator was David Grove. In fact, David Grove's work, as I had told you, has been largely ignored by the NLP world, but there are lots of people who are benefiting out of it. Clean language, clean space, identity pronouns. David Grove has done remarkable work. Remarkable work. So This is something. Why is he ignored? I wouldn't know. Probably people. His work is used, but his name comes very, very. I don't see his name coming out. Clean language hardly it is taught in other NLP schools. So yes, some of them we use it. Clean space is not used, but space is used. But a lot of thoughts from clean space, and this has been actually acknowledged by Lucas Dux, mental space psychology. Okay, clear? So is this clear? So since we did this, I will get into a new topic. But before that, let me share something because most of you want to get into mental well-being and many of you are coaching or will be coaching. So, one of the biggest qualities or skills that a coach should develop is to be disassociated. So someone asked during a session, I was attending a session, and someone asked, between the coach and coachee, there might be sudden silence. Who should break the silence? If there is a silence in a coaching conversation, who would break the silence? Coach. Acha. Coach. Angela says coach.
No one.
Papri says coachee. Ranjana says coach.
Either coachee or no one.
Either coachee or no one is another option. Anyone else? Venkataramu, would you want to try? Imama, you have been
Coach,
coaching
sir,
quite a
coach.
lot. You have been coach, okay. Generally, the silence is broken by the person who needs it most, who needs to break the silence. There is no formula for this.
True, sir, but the coachee is not in a state to break the thing, right? That is the reason he will
Just be
be.
silent and see what happens. Miracles happen. Try this out. You are assuming, you are challenging the capability of the coachee. One of the beliefs that the coach should have, again, is the coachee is independently, is capable of finding the solutions. And in fact, you don't have the solutions. The coach does not have the solutions. All the solutions are there in the coachee. That's why the coachee answers. It is like this, if you don't have purple at your home, how will you offer purple? And because the coachee has the belief that this problem with which he has come to the coach can be resolved, that is one of the reasons of why they come for coaching. While at a very conscious level, they might be thinking that coach will help me. At a subconscious level, the answers are with the coachee. That's why sometimes I say that coaching is a scam. Because the answers are with coachee. The coach helps the coachee to get the answers. If I tell Abhishek, why are you struggling? You should not struggle. What will he tell me? It's very easy for you to answer. I have my own story. You have yours. Why don't you keep your advice to yourself? Clean language, that's why it's a very good option. But yes, I don't know. Okay, let me now deal with I don't know. What is I don't know? It's a self-sabotaging process in a coaching environment. It's one of the sabotaging processes. I don't. Yes, Imama, you were asking me something, or you were saying something.
No, it just reminded me with one of your while I was taking my sessions with you long time back. One day, the first time I think the day I sat with you, I said many a times, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. So it reminded
Yes.
me of that.
And also you said, I don't have any anxiety. I don't have any stress. You remember that incident, Imama?
Yes, yes, yes.
And then you drew that picture, that famous picture, which I'll never forget. Yes. So if you don't know, then who would know? Would I know how much bank balance you have? No. Would I know where you had dinner yesterday? No. So this answer, if I don't know your bank balance, if I don't know where you had dinner, then how would I know what problems you have? Right? Great. Very good. So I hope now it's clear, but yes, we will be practicing it.
There is
Again.
another question.
Huh?
Before starting the session, there is a person who told that we are not, coaches are not taking responsibility of coaching. So how to start?
I am taking responsibility of the coachee to the extent that the coach would be guiding them with the right questions.
Yes.
All right. But the coach cannot take the responsibility of the solution that it will come out.
Yeah. But if they expect that you can ask the expectation that they will first will solve my problem, then how to create that ambience or environment? How to?
Nothing, you just ask right questions. See, Bapri, can I say something? Whenever you use but and ask a question, you have the answer with you. So your answer is no, I must help. So innately, you believe that you should help. And that is very strong in you also personally. Because you are a rescuer person. In a coaching session, you ask questions and leave it to the coach. The coachee has all the answers. Any suggestions made by you kinesthetically or at a very conscious level, you will find that the coachee is saying, oh, great result, fantastic result. I'm so happy with you. I'm great. Kinesthetically, when they go back at a very subconscious level, they again start facing that problem. Because they always answer giving an example of the diagnosis or the consequence. We have learned it, right, in metaphor. So, innately, if you are not as a person, if you're a rescuer, you will feel very, very uncomfortable when they are in a problem and they're not being able to answer. Generally, in a eye movement or in a metaphorical movement, even in coaching, if they say, I don't have an answer. It's okay, perfectly okay not to have an answer or not to answer me. Perfectly okay. And then what would happen if you answer? What would happen if you know the answer? Then maybe the game ends. Great. So we get into a new chapter, but is it okay to stop here with this? Right? Okay. Perceptual positions. What is perceptual position? Perceptual position, this practice has been developed from empty chair technique by Fritz Perls. And what is this technique? This technique is, if there is this works very well in conflict resolutions. Right? So in the typical conflict management sessions, we have TKI, right? Thomas Princeman method. But NLP has got something which is really very good for conflict resolution. And also, I have tried this out, I have worked this out with people. When there is an internal conflict, and it works very well. So, what is perceptual position? I will explain to you the process. Okay, I'll explain to you the process. Okay. Can you all see me? Can you see this chair? Okay, the entire thing is here, right? Great, fine. So what is perceptual positions? Perceptual positions is, so there would be three chairs, there can be more than three chairs. However, before going to perceptual positions, let me explain to you the concept of double disassociation. Double disassociation, right? So what is double disassociation? Double disassociation is when I see myself doing something. I gave this example in the morning that when I think Abhishek, I gave that example, right? Watching the TV. So Abhishek watching himself on the TV doing something, maybe a past experience that he's involved in doing something. So this is disassociation when I see myself doing something. Double disassociation is when I see myself looking at me, looking at the TV. So, is this clear? Double for association, disassociation is when I see myself doing something. When I see myself in a TV, that's disassociation. And when I see myself looking at the TV, that is double disassociation. Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
great. So before explaining perceptual positions, what I would request is for everyone to stand up. I hope you have some space in front of you, little space, not much, right? So think of any incident, any incident, right? Maybe your attendance in a marriage, or you're speaking in a conference, or you're visiting a particular place, right? Think of that. And now think of a TV in front of you. A TV in front of you, right? And now I would invite you to see yourself on the TV. On the TV screen, see yourself doing that activity or in that incident. Just see yourself. Okay? Done? Fantastic. Now what you do is shake your body up. Now you stand at a different place, a little away from where you were now standing and watching the TV. So this is the second position where you are standing. And now you see yourself watching the TV. Right? Done it? So this is double disassociation. You can come back. So the second position sometimes is called, so the first position is from where you see the TV. The second position is from where you see yourself seeing the TV. The second position is sometimes called the meta position. The meta position, the observer's position. Right? I will tell you another incident which happened. And this is, I think, in the YouTube also. YouTube, you can visit, you can just type Andrew Austin, double disassociation method, and you will find it. So what happened is, Andy, as he's called, he was supposed to work on a group of people who had phobia of spiders. So in the place where he was staying, there was a special category of spiders which was called tarantulas. Now, tarantulas are big species, right? The big species, they wobble like this, they're quite woolly and all that. And tarantulas, they have another quality, they can shed their skin. So there were a group of 7-8 people whom Andy identified who wanted to, get away with this fear of tarantulas. So he invited them one day to his studio. What he did was, he collected the shedded tarantula skins and collected in a wooden box. And if you leave a shedded skin of tarantula, they will wobble. As if you just move them, they will wobble like this. So he collected those 8 or 10 tarantula shedded skins, put it in a wooden box. And there was a camera which was capturing what is happening in the room. So these people were asked to stay outside. The stage was set, and in some time they were invited inside the room. And they were asked to hold the box and just to turn it over. So the box was held by them and they turned it over, and there were tarantula skins all over. You can well imagine what happened. These people who had phobia started jumping around the room. They started jumping around the room and they all went away. Right? So this is the scene for one. The tarantula skins were collected, kept in the box. And this entire episode of the tarantula skins, floating everywhere and then jumping around and going out of the house, was well captured by the camera. And this was now captured, and they were again asked to come in. And now they saw what they were doing when the tarantula skins were floating around, right? And this again was captured. So they watching themselves jumping around and laughing and said, "Oh my God, what did I do? Oh my God, what nonsense, what stupid." They said that, and this was captured on a skin camera. They were again asked to go out, and next time when they came in, they were now shown the picture that was captured where they are falling out from these chair, laughing, calling themselves stupid for acting, being kiddish. After this was shown to them, the tarantula skins were handed over to them, and they were holding the skins themselves. In fact, this was a replica of the double disassociation method which John Grinder and Richard Bandler they started in the beginning for phobia cure. So I hope the double disassociation concept is clear to everyone. If it is not clear, you can ask me. Anyone who has not understood. Silence is what? Understood?
Yes.
Understood, sir.
Understood. Okay. Great. Now let's come to perceptual positions. Now, perceptual positions, there are 3 chairs. You can use the 4th chair, 5th chair also. So if I want, I can use another chair which can be kept here, which can be kept here or although the 4th chair is not required, we work with 3 chairs. Now, what is happening in a perceptual position? Perceptual position, say I have a problem with my wife. Say I have an issue with my wife. Ranjana still sending mails?
Taking notes,
Oh, such a nice girl.
all here, so
All
that I
here.
can revise.
Okay. So say for example, I'm having an issue with my wife. So how does it work? Let me show it to you. Explain it to you. So the first thing that when you are doing it with your clients, right? So you need to ask your client to choose any chair as his own or her own position. And the other chair opposite to this person with whom you are working as the other person's position with whom he has a conflict. So for example, if I have a conflict with my wife and this is the chair I choose, I sit here. So for all practical purposes during this work, this is my wife's chair. And this chair, the 3rd chair, is the observer's chair. And if you're working with this 4th chair, this is the meta-observer's chair. Clear? So the coach asks this person to sit on the first position chair. And then I will be speaking. Of course, there's empty chair. I will be speaking as if my wife is sitting there. And I will tell her, I will talk to her about the problems that I'm having with her, about her, whatever it is. Right? Correct? Understood? So this is the first part. Now I get up. I ask the coach asks me to get up. I get up. Shake up your body. I shake up my body. Take a deep breath. And now the coach will ask me to step into a position where I now become my wife. Same person. I step into this person, this space. Now I become my wife. And now, Mrs. Roy, steps into this position, sits on this second chair, and tells me what she thinks about me, the problem that I'm creating, that this person is creating for me. So I'm Mrs. Roy now. So I will speak to that person. That same Partho Roy is speaking, but now as Mrs. Roy to Partho Roy. What happens is, whenever we have a conflict, our subconscious exactly knows what I am thinking and what the other person is also thinking about me. Now, when I speak as Mrs. Roy to Partho Roy, it is like, you have not done this, you have not done this, you have not done this. Mrs. Roy is speaking to that person. When this is done, again I shake off, and now I ask the person that, okay, fine. Do you want to say anything else? No. Now, we ask the person, okay, shake it off as Mrs. Roy, now you become Partho Roy once again. Step into the position of Partho Roy. Now, Partho Roy now, if it asks Partho, would you want to speak to Mrs. Roy once again? Yes. Is it finished? No, I have to say, because I have to answer her. What she said, I have to answer. She will now sit over here as Partho Roy and he will answer. You said this, but this is not this. This is this. This is this. Okay, done? Yes. Stand up, shake up your body. You want to know, Mrs. Roy wants to step into Mrs. Roy's position? Yes. Now, Mrs. Roy, would you want to answer Partho or is it okay? No, it's not okay, but yes, I have to tell. And again, this. Once this is done and dusted, here we have the observer. Who is the observer? Same, me. Now, as the observer, I take cognizance of what has happened. And now I talk to both Partho Roy and Mrs. Roy about my thing.
As a
As an observer, as a meta person. I advise Partho to do this. I advise Mrs. Roy to do this.
this is metaphor.
Meta part. This is not meta Partho, this is meta position. Observer, this has nothing to do with Partho. And if you still want, you can take a meta observer's position and then comment on what this meta observer thinks of observer. Comment on this people. I have done this live. I have done this live in a lot of places. Gives amazing result. So this is perceptual positions. Any questions? Okay. So from the classroom, I would like to ask, does anyone want to work with anyone else with whom they have a conflict? Anyone? Agomani, you would like to work? No. Are you comfortable? Are you not comfortable? You do it. We will. There's nothing to see. You want to do public? Want to do a perceptual position? Okay, great. Fine. So all of you put focus onto Papri. So we will do a role play over here and then we will again do. We can do it in the breakout rooms also. Right? So we will do that later. But let Papri first do it. Okay? Papri come. We leave this. So what I will do is switch it off. And I will put a charge so that this is in charge. In charge. It's not true charge. You can also have between charge. Okay, great. So stand there. Or I think you can come and stand here. What I do. Okay. So, Papri, you are working, you want to work with a conflict with someone and resolve that conflict. So, would you like to say who is this person?
No.
You don't want to say. But you will have to speak. When you are speaking, this actually entails you're speaking with this person and this person speaking with that person. So there will be speaking. So are you wanting to do that?
Wordings?
Yes.
Yes.
Wordings you are doing that. So there's no problem. Okay. So think of that issue.
Maybe.
You can take me. So think of that issue and you would want to work on this perceptual position for resolving a conflict. So out of this chair, which chair would you choose for yourself? This one is for yourself. Comfortable, and that chair for Devomita. Okay, fine. Please take your seat. Close your eyes for once. And now think of the conflict. And I invite you to imagine that Devomita is sitting in front of you. Right? You can open your eyes now. Think of Devomita sitting in front of you. And you can start your conversation with Devomita. Tell her what conflict you are having. What is that is causing the conflict? You can also share how it is impacting you.
Actually, I want to know from her.
No, whatever, you tell me. Speak to her.
Hello, Devomita. How are you? Why you were so angry on me? Is there any problem? If you are very lovable too. I do not want to miss you. I love you so much. I do not know the reasons why you behave like that. If anything happened, you just make it clear. I want to listen from you. I know what is the pain you are going through. And it hurts me too. Whatever pain you are going through.
Tell them how it is impacting.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good because you are very connecting to me and my family even. You are the pillar of my family. The future of my family. Be kind. I know you are not doing well with your health, with your mind. Everything is imbalanced. Please get well soon. You are so healthy, so happy. What happened suddenly? You just turn back. And the baby is suffering also for you. Which gives me a lot of pain. I'm really concerned about your health and mind and about your baby.
Okay. And also, you can tell her that what you are expecting of her, what your family is expecting of her.
I want to see you happy. Clear to you. We together will solve everything. You are so educated, you are so good, nice in heart. Such a nice soul you are. Just explore yourself, nothing else. This is my only request. Because you are quite junior to me. You have a nice future. Your baby has a nice future. And that is the only light in my life remaining. Please come back, dear child.
Done? Okay, so you can stand up, shake up your body, take a deep breath, take another deep breath. That's right. And Papri, now you're stepping into another shoes. Don't do it now. You're stepping into another person's shoes, Devomita's shoes, Devomita's body, Devomita's mind. So be in your own self, get back the composure, and now step into Devomita's space.
Yes.
Just any space that you
Yes.
choose as Devomita's space, you
Yes.
choose Devomita, now be Devomita.
Yes.
Get into Devomita's body.
Yes.
It's Devomita now. It's no more Papri. It's Devomita.
Mhm.
Be that Devomita. Take a deep breath. That's right. Now you can go and sit in that position. Devomita, please sit there. That's right, Devomita. Devomita, now Papri is sitting in front of you. You have heard what Papri said. What do you have to say about two Papri?
You can feel that's why you are saying so. For you.
You can tell her how she has impacted, how Papri has impacted, how how Papri's family is impacted.
But you okay. Hello. You're enjoying your classes, attendance, your offices, your lessons. So happy.
You can tell her how she is impacted on what makes you so upset.
So happy. I'm not happy. That's all. Only you are done.
You can tell her if she comes, she can do what is the expectation of her.
You just stay with us, take all the responsibility of this whole. Be the financial nothing.
Tell her also how this can help you personally.
I'm feeling somewhat mistaken as a great responsibility. Me and my husband, and for that we are not happy. Stay here, take every moment, be every moment.
Hmm. What else? There is something you probably want to tell her which you not given us yet. Tell her.
Just stay here. Please be there. Share the everyday pain, whatever we are going through.
You also want to explain your pain.
In your parents are very happy to keep building responsibilities, maintenance. In future, if you take share, you have to clear the road right now.
Anything else you want to
I think you are keeping much happier life, leading happy life. From the smile, or going you live your life, you just proceed to. This is not bearable for me. I'm feeling I'm stuck. I have done my masters. I could not achieve anything in life. I feel so many pain in my moment and again here I'm with another couple of elderly persons. He got me drawing to the finance is not the last word, not the only word. Don't think in that way. I want to be happy.
anything else you want to say?
That's all.
Move into the Unitas position. Stand there. You will get there. You can do that. Look at that shape. Opposition. And then keep up this. Keep up mission. Yeah, shape. More. Get into parties. You should sit down. You want to say anything to her about me or you will?
Say something.
Yeah, please.
Do not know my life. I am always with you. Every now and then I'm praying for it. Just a call away. There. Don't think it as a burden. They do not want to come to my house. That is not my issue. They will stay in their home only. I'm always ready to take them, take all the responsibilities. And I also discussed it. They are not ready in this age. But they are not making any hindrance to your joy, going out with your puppy and son. Yes, they are impatient. They are having some grudges. The same thing they are having with me also. Don't give that much importance to all those things. Just be happy. Be with your good health. Anything else is well, if you lose it, you will lose everything in life. And anger does not solve anything. Anger just can't have it. No life. Happiness is the ultimate thing, which is very precious. Be with it and dare to spread happiness for it.
Anything else you want to say?
Be calm, be calmer. You are so elegant, you are so intelligent, you are so educated. I used to discuss same thing with you. Please do not blame my studies. Because I love my studies like anything. Not accept my studies.
Anything else?
I'm incomplete with mothers and the pillar of the family is right to us.
Okay. Done. Anything else you want to say?
I just
Yes.
want to give a reminder because of anger, you have lost their young age, they have been so angered. Day onwards, now onwards, you just throw it away.
You can also
For
add
the
how it
sake
is
of
impacting.
go down, baby. Baby is still available. He's done seeing. He's a blessing for our family. You had such a nice beauty. Many people do not get such intelligence. We have got it, we have to nurture it together. Allow him for his 5 years work, particular dad is doing. You do not have to take care of the money.
Okay, I think you've told,
Yes.
right? Okay, stand up. Shake your body out. Good. And now you can come. Would Devamita want to say something again? Or is it okay? Done.
Done.
Done. Move into Papri's position there, that side. That side. Look at the observer's chair from that side. Move to your right. Yes. Look at the observer's chair. Now you will take the observer's position.
It's good.
Right. So step into the observer's shoes now.
Okay.
Move to the observer's chair. Yeah. Please sit down. Share your observation of whatever you have seen now. You have seen the discussion between Papri and Devamita. So if you want to share something, each of them, you can do it as an observer, very neutral observer.
I want to say something for
Yeah, please go ahead. You're the observer.
give it your best. Don't make so much. Give it time. Give some time. For doing your works. She's quite junior to realize the life. It is a matter of time only. Few more days. You just wait. Be happy. And happiness will come to them also. You just lead your life. You're in right track. You're in right path here. If you're studying, don't stop your studies. You're very balanced right now.
Okay.
And don't be so soft.
You can also share with Devamita your thoughts.
Devamita. Hello. Accept all the appreciations. I know you do not have that habit. But it is very rarest thing that appreciation is the rarest gift in life. Just absorb it. She is not oily. She does not need any oil to oil you. She is a happy soul. Home is so strict. It is family. Near and dear ones who are there beside you every time, each moment, with your each breath. Take care of your health.
Look at that. Look at that.
They are gradually harm you. Don't follow your parents, please. Anger is very much.
Okay.
You
Anything
two
last?
are sisters, just accepting me like you feel this. Give a smile to Papi. She's waiting for your smile.
Also, if Papri, you can talk to Papri. Papri needs to change something which Devamita is not liking. Maybe something Devamita is not liking and she's doing. So you can probably share that with Papri also.
Yes. Public, I know they were looking for her stay with them. But as you know, her office is much because of convenience part. Conveniences are more available to her house. Please accept for a few more years, another 3-4 years. Then definitely she will come and join with you.
Anything else that you the ones that you want to tell Papi that might be helping in the relationship? Nothing? Or tell Devamita what anything last words to Devamita?
Don't be so harsh to the baby or public.
Okay. Anything?
Kind.
Okay. Anything Papi, the last words?
Just be like a steel rod. Don't be so soft. This will pass very soon.
Okay, whenever it's over, you can stand up. If you're done, you can stand up. Okay, shake yourself up and just. Okay, just one stand there. Stand there in the corner. That corner here. Okay, so okay, can you come back, please? Shorna, Tohida, Ranjana, Ravina, can you come back? You heard it, right? Okay. So, Papri, any experience, any thought, any revelation, any feeling that you want to share? What happened? How was this exercise for you? Being in all the three positions.
Papi is looking for somewhat type of submission.
No, so I'm asking a different question. What was your, so how was this for you? Did it bring anything out? In what way? As Papish and Muthu, what clarity did you get from this exercise?
I need not to show my happiness by my movement.
Okay, and that's creating a problem
Yes.
that you realize. Okay. Okay, and anything else
But
in the sense?
when I'm going to them,
Grooming is?
as the parents, they want to see me in their place. I groom a lot.
You have to groom a lot and then grow them. So that will help them.
I do not
You do not grow. You go simply. So that they want to see how you grow.
normalize. I'm
Normalize.
not okay.
You're not okay to them. So you have to go like that.
I'm not doing okay.
You're not doing.
Like this is a problem.
Okay. What else? Please don't talk. You're not supposed to. Yes. Anything else?
Staying with them. Right now it is not possible.
Okay. So you got some clarity out of it.
Some clarity.
Okay. And how will it help you? Or will it not help you? Will it help you?
It will help me. I have mentally, I have to be. As I know now what is giving her problem, I'll maintain that. I'll not move in that way. When more, I'll ask my mother to bear for some days with my doing part. If she wants to see me in dresses, I'll ask her to come down to my place.
Got it. What?
Happiness, laughing, and I should not show there.
Okay. Anything that you realize as Papri, which Devumita is expecting and you are not doing apart from this? Any change in behavior, any change in
The only thing that is very strong while I was just come here in for long since class 11, 12, I'm bearing my parents. That time also my
Okay.
duty away. Now here also, though I'm not connected, but I'm still with them.
So Devumita is staying with your parents.
Yes, and I'm taking responsibilities now. Every moment.
As an observer, what did you find?
As an observer, I found she's big strength because of her childhood things, and she's pulling it out.
And
That
what
pain of childhood, because long years she looked after her
parents?
parents and that too, her mother. She was connected to. She was suffering from carcinoma, and that was a big painful period. While from Kidipur, she used to travel by bus to Newtown Cancer Hospital, and she could not get sick those times. It was a very painful chapter, and she is unable to forget that chapter, and that is a big luggage for her. And the same, not that carcinoma is something else. So she pulled it like anything, and that time her father fell down the road, nervous breakdown, happened all the way. She did not get the help of her father, she was all alone.
Got it.
So that pain is very big for her. That is why she's looking.
And this has now come.
Yes, she is thinking that I'm doing without this.
Got it.
Though I'm taking all the financial help, to take the responsibilities, but she wants the moments, the me time to spend.
Okay, good.
This is a baggage for her.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so we heard you. So good in vulnerable. Thank you for being vulnerable. Like you can once. Thank you. Right? You got through to know perceptual positions. Right? Okay. Any questions? Any questions to Papri? Papri can come and sit here once again. No, ask, let me see. Any questions to Papri? You can raise your hand. You want to know something? Anyone in this room, online, Imama, Ranjana, Rahida, Sharna, Ituki, Venkatramu, Ravina. No questions? Anything about the process that you want to ask me? Yes.
So actually, my questions, when Papri ma'am teach Papri, then Papri ma'am's opinions overtook the lady, and when Papri ma'am converted to the lady, subconsciously uh, how to uh, how to think and over the word, same word, whose word the lady thinks.
So I couldn't get you. Are you asking that how this lady
This lady,
knew what is
what would
so
say?
here Papri's subconscious, I'll explain to you. So Papri's subconscious is aware of what Devomita thinks about her.
Yes,
Correct.
yes,
What Devomita is thinking is Papri's subconscious is thinking like Devomita.
yes.
Right?
Correct.
Say for example, three things came out. First of all, she used to go and stay there, which she knew. One of the grooming things. And the other thing is, Papri spoke a long time about how Devamita had suffered during her childhood. And that's why she's coming like that. So, when she's here, she's speaking to Devamita. When she's in Devamita, her subconscious becomes Devamita. And what is in the subconscious, what Devamita is thinking, she's talking about. And the observer, when I talk about the neutral position is now looking from an absolute neutral side and talking to it. What happens in a perceptual position is things which are there, what is not spoken about or not surfacing, they surface. Right, Papri? That surfaces. Yes. So when that surfaces, there's some clarity. It opened up.
Yeah.
So whom will she speak to? She will tell herself. Now she's speaking to Devamita and they're discussing. And we can extend it. We can extend it to the meta observer also, second observer. And we will see a different, something else might come up. See, this grooming part did not come earlier. This grooming part came later on. So this is perceptual positions. Perceptual position 1, 2, and 3. This is how this out. This is the use of
Right. How is the meta observer different from the observer?
meta observer sees observer's comments, and he is also observing the the meta observer is observing, will comment on the observer's comment also.
Both the meta observer and the observer are neutral.
They're neutral.
But
But so it's a very good question. So when you are standing here and feeling something, right? There is a concept I will tell you. It's called psychological state accessing cues. We call it PCAC. Now PCAC is something that when you change a particular space, the thought changes. We will do that. We will do that as a part of mental space. Maybe on the tomorrow we can do that along with mental, before the mental model. We will do that, right? So you're standing here, you're looking at an issue, and you are standing here looking at me, looking at the issue is very different. It gives you a different, totally different. So when so you can come and speak also, or if you want to. And you will see when you come into the observer's seat, this observer's tonality might be a tonality which you are aware, which you have heard somewhere, and you had not paid attention. So what the meta observer will now think of the observer also. Mind does not know whether you are imagining or it's a fact. So when you bring a lemon in front of you, cut it into half, the lemon is not there, but you are salivating.
as a meta observer, here, she is very, she's not, she's worrying every time with that number. Every time is not equal.
Why don't you come here? Come here.
Yes.
Let's see what the meta observer new thought. Let Papri come here.
What?
You look, observer, Papri, Devamita, have a look. No,
She's thinking herself as a, she's just bowing down to her feet, and the moment she's bowing down, she is raising her these things. No need of
don't look at them, they don't look at me.
no need of thinking in this pattern. Think your pattern. Be straight. Be straight. Anyway, this time also will go away. Will see good things again. This is a small period small, small things. Be quiet and.
Why are you looking only at Bhakti? You look at the entire thing. You are a meta observer.
Because this is uncontrollable, this is controllable.
No, for you, everything is uncontrollable. That means you are being Bhakti over there. Stand up.
Okay.
Please get up. Come here. Come here. See, 1 second. Look at that chair. Look at that meta observer's chair.
Okay.
Now look at that. Step in a little, one step forward. Go one step forward. Go one step forward. First, that's all. Be the meta observer. You are neutral. You are not partition group. You are neutral. You are meta observer. Go and sit in that chair now. Be the meta observer. Go and sit in that chair. Look at all sides. Look at the entire position. Look at the observer. Look at the Devamita. Look at Papri. Now you share your meta observation. What do you want to share? Share, please. Go ahead. Nothing to share?
She is changing. She is changing. This position is more required, much required. In
For-
future. In future for to solve the thing, solve the matter. She is changing. She needs to spend more time on herself.
Regarding what? More time in relation to what? In comparison to what?
On her creative sides.
Hmm.
She has stopped all the creative self-arts
Hmm.
for a long time.
And spending time there.
Spending time on household chores. Trying to fix up.
Hmm. Fix up.
Put more energy on everyday activities. It's not required.
Hmm. Anything else?
She should stop
Stop. Stop what?
don't is be a little bit hard for her, but she should stop uh, going to his parents' house. So frequently.
To her parents' house.
Yes,
We should reduce that.
reduce that.
That will help her.
That will
Any other observations?
She is in the process of changing.
Hmm.
Already started
For the betterment or for the?
for the betterment.
Okay.
Because she's very gentle heart, nice heart,
Devamita.
long pain, Now we are in there, she's wearing a property.
And Papri has to reduce going to her father's parents'
Yes,
place
he did.
little bit, so that will improve the relationships.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Great, Papri. Anything else, Papri? Sorry, the metaphor.
Should be more strong.
Okay, good. Thank you. Did you get the perspective?
Yes.
Oh, good. Good. Thank you. Good perspective. See, you did not get this perspective here.
Oh,
You got this perspective here.
yeah.
Right? So you see change of space. Space is very important. We do not realize. Anytime, this is one very interesting, not only my observation, this is also I learned. If you are going for any negotiation anywhere, where people offer you the seat, change that place. You will see in yourself in a different position. Just by changing the position. Say, for example, if you are going for an interview, say, for example, you are going for a negotiation, the seat is here, right? You just pull it like this, sit like this. There will be an enormous change in the entire atmosphere, ambience of the room. Because the person with whom you are negotiating and where you are here, the angle has changed. Would you believe that even a small shifting of thumb can change your mood? Right? So there are a lot of things, but good. Thank you, Pavli. I hope you got a glimpse of what perceptual position is. And again, this works very well. Every time I have worked with empty chair or with perceptual positions, this gives a lot of clarity. And maybe, especially for Ranjana, for Tawhida, empty chair will really help. You can try it out. You can take my help. Tawhida, you can send me a ticket for Dhaka. Ranjana, you can send me a ticket for Bombay.
And don't allow me to sit on empty chair.
Don't allow me to sit on empty chair. Right? Okay, good. Good. I leave it to you all. Right? I leave it to you all. Those who want to practice empty chair or perceptual positions, you can do it. If you need my help, you can let me know. Tomorrow, I will be. Oh, how many of you want to do empty chair? Sorry, perceptual positions. Tomorrow morning, I will be here at 9:15. How many of you want to do perceptual positions tomorrow? Ranjana, don't give cool. Okay, fine.
I'll be there. I'll be there tomorrow.
You'll be
Today
there. You'll
also,
be
I
there.
was there constantly when I was traveling.
UP.
No 2P, only truth, no 2P.
Okay. Okay, great. So we break for tea. It's 4:30. We come back at 4:45. But anyways, share your experience. Venkataraman, how was it?
Sir, it is a different experience. We need to get into the shoes of other person and become that person. And yeah, so and express whatever you want to express regarding that situation context.
Okay, good, Venkataraman. And also you can play with your two parts. Right? That's a
Yeah.
good way. Maybe if you have two conflicting role parts, both of the parts can speak to each other this way.
Okay.
Okay. Ravina?
Sir, in this, like, we can also bring out whatever we thoughts we have subconsciously about the other person.
Right. Good. Ituki?
This was really amazing, and I think it's not easy either to put yourself in someone's shoes and then trying to view everything. But yeah, the way Papidi has participated, that was fascinating, and it helped understand, uh, helped me to understand the what's in action here, and I think it will be useful. I'll try to practice it.
Yeah. So what you can do, Ituki, is anytime you like, whenever you want, you can take, if not 3 chairs, 2 chairs. You can do an empty chair. So empty chair is not very different from this. In empty chair, you become that person yourself. Step out, step into that person, and move into that. So I saw one actual performance in a auditorium where perceptual positions was done in relationships, and they were just doing. So you are doing this. So I are the husband is saying, be the wife now. Be the wife. Like this person was given 30 seconds to be the wife. Then the wife is speaking. After the session, after the wife speaks, the husband says, oh my God, I did not realize it. This is the power. Our subconscious is very strong. Okay, fine. Ranjana?
So it's a bit different for me, the concept. But I still would love to know when you said that change the chair during negotiation. Can you explain that little more?
Which one? Negotiation. Okay. So
Yeah,
space plays a major role.
correct.
Ranjana, just do one thing. Just shift back. The same position, shift back. Take the chair back.
Okay.
How does it feel from the previous one?
Yeah, little different. The feeling is like,
Correct.
okay, I'm in a different position now.
Correct. So when in a negotiation, try this out and just shift the chair. So the chair is like this. There is space, a little bit space over here. Or if there is no space, pull the chair back like this and sit. Your position immediately will be much stronger in comparison to the other person with whom you are negotiating.
Okay.
That person's visual, the angle will change.
Okay. That's the science. Okay.
Space is an important science. Our organizing principle, the mind's organizing principle, primary organizing principle is space.
So any kind of negotiation would be like,
You do it and see and then come back to me.
yeah,
So
fine.
in the next BNI meeting, when you go, wherever the chair is given, just shift that chair a little bit, change the angle and see with what happens.
Okay. Done. Tomorrow I have a very important meeting. I would love to do that in the evening. I'll change and I'll let you know.
Yes. So
Sir,
Imama, yes, Venkataramu.
okay, so in the same contest, um, so there will be some pre-structure of like putting the chairs. The other persons with whom we will be talking, they may not be aware of whatever the concept we are discussing, right? So how do we know that, okay, changing the chair will become a good for me or not? Like position of the chair.
Who is changing the chair?
I am changing the chair.
Who is taking the call?
I am taking the call.
Who is changing the sequence or the system in that room?
So
Who is changing the system? When you are shifting your space, who is changing the
I
system?
am changing the shift.
So you have the power.
So okay. So psychologically, that is what I will be getting.
Yes. Not only you, the other person, they were looking at you like this. Now they were looking at you like this. It's a
Okay.
different.
Okay. Okay.
And by the way, perceptual positions is the first time I'm doing in practitioners. We were doing it in masters. I moved it into perceptual positions here because in masters we will now be doing with the fourth chair. Meta, meta, meta. Right? So this is the first time in practitioners I'm doing
I
perceptual.
have a question. When I'm still in others' position or standing, I'm just I'm coming, I'm just like this thought of
Yes.
how that
Your body changed, huh?
yes, my
This thing got sharp. Why?
straight and
Why?
like that.
Because you are putting into her, your subconscious is moving. Subconscious is very powerful. Everything changed. Your face muscles become strong,
Yes.
right? And you were, she was talking, so for you were talking like this.
Yes.
And for her, you were talking like this.
Yes, like this.
Right? Okay, see the purpose, many people ask, what will I do studying this, studying that? The purpose is you get different perspectives. I might not be using metaphors of movement at all in my practices, but metaphors of movement concepts, when I know, I become much more powerful. So these are some of the things which which you need to keep in mind. Okay, let's break for tea. We come back at 4:45.
Dada, so
Yes, Simama.
this perceptual position, I did it with one of my clients, and after a few days, he has written it to me. I'm reading it out. বাংলায় লিখেছে, তো আমার পড়তে একটু কষ্ট হবে, বাট পড়ছি। অনেক দিনে জমা থাকা অনেকগুলো জিনিস রিলিজ করতে পেরেছি, এখন অনেক কম কষ্ট দিচ্ছে। এটার পর রিয়েলাইজ করেছি যে ইভেন্টগুলো আমাকে ট্রমাটিক করে রেখেছিল, অনেকগুলো চাপা রিয়াকশন রেখেছিল। এখন এগুলো রিলিজ করতে পেরে আমি অনেক ভালো ফিল করছি এবং কাজে আরো বেশি ভালো করতে পারছি।
Great. So, Imama, can you translate this for Venkataramu, Pravina?
Okay. So I did this perceptual position with one of my clients, and few days, like after 4-5 days, he has written it out to me that he was carrying some trauma or traumatic events with him, and after doing that perceptual position exercise, he has understood that this traumatic event that he was carrying for a long time was keeping him away from doing lot of things that he could do. And after doing this, he could release all those trauma, and now he feels released.
Okay. And thank you, Imama. Imama is one lady who actually experiments. And I really appreciate her for that. She actually experiments. The biggest resource that she has, she's actually open to learning and use of that learning immediately, which I've also seen in Orno. Very open to learning and using that learning immediately. And I'm very happy that Dhaka as a region now has, I think, 8 practitioners, and we can have monthly meet at Dhaka. You can arrange for it, Imama, and you can do it on Zoom, so we can also meet over Zoom, and there can be a lot of learnings that we can sharing of learnings that.
Yes.
And I think slowly the visa process is also getting a little normalized. I could see today in the same hotel a lot of people from Bangladesh visiting. So I think hopefully Kingsley East. But Imama, you can take the lead along with Tanzil. And please lead Dhaka, Bangladesh. So now you have you, Tanzil, Rupa, Sharna, Ituki, Tawhida, Ishra, right?
Yeah.
7. Am I missing someone? 7. Okay. You can take into fold Nanchal also. I will also.
And Dada, you know this person that with whom I did this perpetual position. He is that person, Soumitra. I did it with him.
Okay. Okay, great, great. Fantastic. Okay, let's go for a break. Another 5 minutes extra. 4:35. So we come back at 4:50. Great. Chalo. Bye. Venkataramu, by sometime you will learn Bengali and I will learn Kannada. And maybe if Pravina wants, she can teach me Tamil also. If she wants. I don't know whether she
Yeah.
will accept me as a student.
Sure, sir. Be my pleasure.
I know Telugu as well. I can teach.
Arey wah. Okay. So we can learn, yeah. Okay, let's go for tea. Molly, come on, my partner. What is that?
Selfie goals, selfie goals. Maybe if you don't read that, ये goals level into the
12.
Apurna.
तब तो ये थे कोई मास्टर थे कोई गोड़ा मारवे तो मुझे की
কি করে হয় এটা বাধ্যতা অদ্ভুত না ব্যাপারটা
भूत और पेटी खाते हैं
ভূত আর পৃথিবী গল্প এই সিনেমা দিবে পেরেছে না ওরকম প্রচন্ড কাছে আমি দেখবেন নোটে লিখে লিখে লিখেছি কবে কবে করে এই করে